Welcome to 5 Minutes with Grey Hair Dave. He has grey hair, he has a grey beard, he wears glasses like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now here is Grey Hair Dave.
Well, folks, welcome back to Yes Indeed, as they just told you from 11labs.io. This is 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. Yes, I am Gray Hair Dave. Yes, I does have gray hair. I has a gray beard, and I does wear the glasses. Yeah, that guy is better looking than me, so... Anyways, if you like what 11 Labs does, go check them out. There'll be a link in the show notes to 11labs.io, and you can try it yourself. And if you like it and you sign up for it, I have an affiliate, so I may get a little bit of reciprocity. No, that's not the right word. I may get some money out of it to help defray the costs of this. So sorry for all the mouse noises. I'm sorry. I'm playing with a mouse because I don't know why. So how you been, folks? How have you been? I tell you, it's been a fun couple weeks here. Sorry I didn't post last week, but it's been kind of crazy around here. It was therapy, and then there's been things. That's all you need to know. Nothing bad. That's all that matters. Nothing bad. Well, what's new then? So let's talk about things here. I have decided that due to recent events in the world with people who were related to me and or people that I knew of or knew who have passed away in recent months, that I needed to create a When I Die file. Now, I know that that's a little bit morbid to think about that, but if you think about this realistically, the guy who was a podcaster, Todd, he was 7 years younger than me when he died. Now, he had a heart attack or a blood clot that created a heart attack, one of those two things, and passed away suddenly. There's nothing says that can't happen to me. Nothing at all. And with me living in Florida and all my family living up north, except for one niece, they're not going to know what to do, where to go, where to find things. Do you have something like that set up? I mean, I don't have any children. I don't have any great wealth to leave anybody. I may have a little debt. That's the wrong way to look at it, but hold on one second here. I need to take a drink. But anyways, I'm not leaving anybody my debt. But, there's things. It's just, let me give you this for an example. This podcast. Yeah, it's not much. I mean, and there's quite a few people who listen to it, all over the world. And for those of you all over the world who do listen to this, I appreciate you every day. I really, really do. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening and putting up with me. But, like my best friend, she's the one who lives down here, and she's going to probably be the one to be notified first if something bad does happen, because she's here, or she's going to know where she knows where I live already. And she knows the basic layout of where I live. But, my brothers or my nieces or nephews, if they have to come down and do something with my belongings, they should know what I want done, who I want to go to who. I don't have a lot to leave, but I do have some things that I do want to go some places. Some things I've already made arrangements for. Some I have not. I also need to go through and take stock of what I have. What do I have? And who do I want it to go to? this podcast, again, when I was talking about that a little bit ago, do I want it to continue? Do I want somebody to take it over? I would like to have a file, and it'll be there. There, a pre-recording saying, folks, I'm sorry, but I've obviously passed away. This will probably be the last show. It will definitely be the last show from me. If somebody chooses to carry it on, that's fantastic. If they do not, that's understandable too. And there's also Boomer Podcasters, the podcast that I have to teach baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Z, Gen Y, millennials, anybody who wants to know how to podcast. I teach them how to podcast. What happens to that one? And if I have people who are paying me to learn, what happens there? I have also got Gray Hair Productions. Now, Gray Hair Productions is an LLC, but what happens to my customers, my clients, when I go? What if I've got work in the process? How do you find it? How do you know? How do you get into my email accounts? These are types of things that you need to let those around you know. Well, it's all going to be, for me, I'm making a video of everything. Here's where this is. This is where that is on my computer. Here's the password to get into my computer. Because I will make a separate section for that person so that they can get in and get into my things that I would allow them to get into. Doesn't mean they're entitled to everything, but they can get in and get everything that they need. I'm also signed up for a password manager. So if they need to inform on Facebook, they can get into my Facebook account, my Instagram account, my TikTok account, my X account, all those things, and cancel them or sunset them or say, hey, this guy died, get rid of it now. All those things. And what happens to the company? Well, right now I'm the only one involved with this company. So somebody has to be able to get into it and inform the state of Florida that I am no longer in business because of a death. Those types of things. And it's very, very important to me that this be done, and it be done in a way that I can take to you, if you were my best friend in Florida. So here's a flash drive in case of my death. Here's where everything is. With explicit instructions, here's a video on how to get into my computer. Here's a video on how to find where everything is in my room, in my bedroom. Here's a video on how to get into my hosting site for my website, for my podcast, for my website. I've got 3 websites out there. How to shut down all of my email addresses. How to do these things. And then, what about my clothing and all my knickknacks and all the things that I currently love and enjoy where I live that, they need to go to somebody or need to be thrown away, whatever you want to do with them. And also, and finally, what happens to me? That's the big one. I have specific desires for when I go, and I would like my wishes to be acknowledged if possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But anyways, and I don't want to be a burden to people. So there'll also be not a DNR, but whatever they call those things where you leave notice with your doctors about your thoughts. Anyways, those are the types of things that are going to be in this. Now, me taking 7 or 8 minutes to talk about all this is just to say this. If I'm doing it, are you? If you're married, does your wife or your husband or your partner know where all these things are? Can they get into the checking account? That's something too. I have 3 checking accounts. How are they going to get into them to pay for things that need to be paid for without having to have them as an additional signer? These are the types of things that it's going to take a little time for me to get together. especially the bank things. So I hope you're making a list of what I've been saying, or flag this one for future reference, because if you think about it, can your significant other find these things or have access to these things? What if you're the one who pays the bills every month and they all come into you electronically, no paper anymore? Does that person have access to your email? Do they know how to pay the bills? Do they know which bills are automatically paid, which bills you prefer to pay yourself at a specific time? These things need to be known, especially if you're aging, or if you're not. Even if you're not, folks. We live in a world today where you never know, and God only knows tomorrow is not a given. It's a blessing if you get it. So pay attention to what I've been saying, please. Do the same for yourselves. It doesn't need to be in a video form, but maybe it does. And it can also be a way for you to tell people what you think of them, how much you love them, how much you care for them, how much you're glad that they were a part of your life for as long as they were, or as long as you were. Think about these things. These are important things and things to be doing right now. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that long for it. I mean, God, that was almost 11 minutes worth of talking about that. So I've gone a little over on that, and I apologize. I really do, but I think this is a very important topic, and it needs to be addressed. Having a will is one thing, but it doesn't do everything. I can't tell you how many people I know who the husband takes care of all the bills, and he passes away, and the wife's over there going, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to pay the bills. My husband did that, or my wife, or my partner. You need to know. You need to know. There's got to be a way. I'm doing this, and then my best friend is going to get a flash drive with all this information on it. My roommate is going to get one for her, specifically designed for her. My brothers are going to get one. So, and if something happens if I pass after they've passed, it gets transferred over to my nieces or nephews, somebody who can be in charge of these things. So think about this, folks. If you need help with it, feel free to let me know at grayhairproductions.com. You can go to the contact me page and I'll help you. I haven't got the template all the way figured out yet, but I'm almost there. It's going to be almost be in a video PDF form, which is going to be great. Or as the President of the United States says, it will say, it'll be a beautiful thing. It'd be just lovely, yes. So anyways, I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there. Or you can also leave me a message on 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. That's the number 5, minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. You can go to the contact me page, or you can just leave me a voicemail and let me know, and I'll help you with this, or I will send you a template of what I've done or what I'm doing. Okay. If you know somebody, folks, who is interested in podcasting, but doesn't know how to get started or what to do, or what genre they should be on, or those types of things, do me a favor. Tell them about boomer podcasters. Sorry for the flub there. But tell them about boomer podcasters. Boomer podcasters is all about that. I have started recording for that, recording videos and audio. Of course, audio goes with video, but I've started recording some videos on how to. Now, there's lots of people out there who can tell you how to, but can they tell you in a way like I do? I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? There'll be some YouTubes coming out in a couple of weeks. I want to fine tune them a little bit. I don't want to make them extremely perfect because I'm not a perfect person. But that's coming very, very soon. Very, very soon. And also, folks, If you know somebody who doesn't know what a podcast is, doesn't know where to find one, doesn't know how to play one, subscribe or follow one, do me a favor and show them for me, would you please? Use me as the example. Here's how you find 5 minutes of gray hair Dave. I listen to this guy. He's a little goofy, but once in a while he has some great ideas. Show him. Okay, I'd really appreciate it. So would every other podcaster out there. Also, folks, when you're out and about today, you see somebody you don't know or somebody you do know, smile at them, wave, say hi. You're going to make their day, which will make you feel better too. So on behalf of me here, still alive, still kicking, Gray Hair Dave over in Gray Hair Central, I wish you all a great week. One more thing. Go Chiefs. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.